Welcome to Dumplings and Dragons. This is a bunch of Kiwi-Asian actors getting together to play D&D. I'm your DM, Benjamin Tay. I'll just do a quick intro of who everyone is so we can get to today's session. We have Mustaq, Missouri, playing Backbone, Jess Hong playing lead Dragonblood. We have Nicholas Contreras playing Balasar Dracondandian, Ankita Singh playing Rain. We have Dilys Fong playing It, and we have Huang playing Zie Ling. For some reason, I almost said Ankita Rain playing Singh.
Not bad.
Yeah, there's a ring
I
to it.
consider legally changing my name now.
One thing I wanted to bring up today is that I finally set up our Patreon, and so if anyone listening likes what they hear or watches, they can start giving us money so that we can make it easier for ourselves to continue this campaign. Jess Hong is going to do the recap, so take it away, Jess.
Right. After much deliberation, arguing, and cajoling, the Alliance of Convenience finally decide on a course of order. They will travel to Tarsus to help Lady Greenstone. They will try to check in on Sung's magic shop and Natalie the Warforged while there, and then most of them wished to proceed to Camp Dracondandian, while Balasar wanted to find Backbone's Warforged friend, Mika. Zie Ling asked Cleopatra about a particular type of tiefling and gave her some claw gloves as a farewell present. They all spent the rest of the day unwinding in different ways, with Backbone watching an improvised performance of Waiting for Tongod, It taking Demon Frog Birch from Rita, Balasar hanging out in an old dilapidated wooden clock tower by himself, Zie Ling smoking their moss on the ground with Lucifer, Lee getting horrendously drunk in the Demon Frog, and Rain flirting with Chester and later being invited to spend the night with both owners of the Demon Frog. Check out!
Cool, thank you very much. It is the next morning. I'm going to say that you've all already gathered after your evening of rest.
Not rest for Rain.
Everyone roll me a constitution check.
Oh,
Oh God!
Constitution. Is that
I got a 2. Is there a constitution check?
Oh yeah, unnatural 20.
Amazing.
21
Amazing.
on 7.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Can I ask a question?
Of course.
It says
you
on
can
my
roll
sheet that my constitution is 11, but do I
Yep.
look at that? Do
No,
I
you
add that?
look at the plus or minus in the smaller box.
No.
I've got a 16.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
Zie Oh, they're boobs. I thought they were lips.
10.
10, cool. For anyone who's wondering why I just said that, because Jess is showing us a cup that has decorations of the female torso.
Yes, all shapes and sizes of breasts.
Yeah.
Show you all the different kinds.
This is definitely going to be a R-rated show.
I mean, it's a good thing every single episode it has an explicit rating.
Hey, that's not even
Good job.
teeny tiny. They just keep
You'll want to speak.
I know, free the nipple,
Rain.
man.
free the nip.
Free the nipple. Our brain's all about freeing the nipple, It's just the man keeping us down, censoring us.
I really, my brain translated what you said, Ankita, as free the nipple man. I was like, who's the nipple man?
No!
He's
Stop.
the most wanted.
Wipe that from your memories.
He's the most
Especially
wanted
after-
serial killer in the history of
No.
of Hastings. I don't know. I was trying to think of a town. It's either that or Hamilton.
I'm glad you didn't pick Hamilton. I was just we get enough shit, okay? We get enough shit.
And my brain was like playing it in the song stylings of Do You Know the Muffin Man?
Oh god.
No, you need like the xylophone and then like some chimes.
Yeah.
Have we got ourselves a new theme song?
No.
We should buy one on Fiverr.
So we actually have new music.
One.
We have changed over from a composer friend of mine called Michael Stevenson, who very graciously allowed me to use a lot of music in all previous episodes. And we have changed composers to Jun Bin Lee, who's a composer friend and has created like original music for our campaign, which is in all of our edits now.
Oh, when did that start?
Last edited episode, it would have been,
good.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
With those roles,
Mm.
Lee, Balasar, Zie Ling, and It's gather at the front of the Demon Frog, wondering where the heck Rain and Backbone are. And you hear, I'm going to say, you hear some yelling from the top of the Demon Frog, which kind of sounds like, "Oh, you're late, you need to go. And then you hear like thumping down the stairs, and Rain like runs out of the Demon Frog half dressed, trying to like put clothes back on. And you see like both Chester and Rita leaning out from the same window, waving at you. Like they're both Chester and Rita are doing that thing where they're like holding a sheet over their torso and like waving at Rain. And then you see Backbone, very blary-eyed. He looks like he slept terribly walking over from another side of the town, and he just looks like he's been up all night.
Okay.
Like he looks like he hasn't really slept.
I was so profoundly moved by the play. I couldn't sleep.
I mean, you get to choose.
Mulling
Would you have spent the evening just hang out with those two characters?
No, not really. No, I did go back, but
Okay.
I just couldn't sleep because
Yeah,
their performance was so astounding. I started attempting writing my own version of that. Yeah. So
What?
hence,
That's amazing. What would your play be called?
it's tentatively called Where Do We Go?
Cool.
Question mark, yeah.
I can't wait for the episode where Backbone puts on this play. Yeah. And I'm going to say that the party starts heading off towards Tarsus, this time without horses. There isn't really much of a farewell reception. Most of the townspeople said their goodbyes the previous evening.
Mm.
And this is you. And because they're still a farming town, most of them would already be working in the fields. And this is you essentially heading off maybe like 8 or 9 in the morning. So most of them would already be toiling the fields or whatever they do in a farming town, I guess.
Wait, can I be annoying
Sure.
and say that I've been tracking what happened to our horses, and
Yep.
I put like a cross next to all the ones that died?
Yep. And there were
And
a
then-
lot of horses that died, right? And they were
They
like,
were
what, 2?
all set free.
Two that
I
came
think
back?
one of them was set free. And
Yeah.
my memory is weak, so I don't know. But like, there's no cross next to Freedom and Miracle, and there's no cross next to Dolores, who was my horse. And Freedom and Miracle were the ones pulling the cart.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys remember. I didn't check. I should have watched one of our previous episodes. But just to be, a cheeky, do you think, DM, that we would still have these horses? And if so, would we take them with us? Just putting it to the party. And you?
Pretty sure those were my horses.
They were Freedom and Miracle because you were riding.
I don't remember where they went after we dropped off the goods.
I think they
because we
came
brought
back
the
with
goods back.
They would have come back to Tongod.
Yeah.
With the cat.
Yeah.
And I don't remember any tragic thing happening to Dolores.
Yeah, neither. Because I do remember like most of the horses disappeared, but I think that quite a few of them. So yeah, I think that those 3 did come back.
All right.
I'm gonna say Rain. So before the party sets off, heck, roll me a charisma check.
Oh,
I don't remember the name of the stable boy or the guy who owned the horses. So
Nat 20.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay. No, this is good. This is good.
Oh, la.
Let me check, cause wait, I'm trying to read my notes. See if I made one up.
I need to go back through all of our episodes and listen to everything and just like start keeping all the lore together, all the LORE, because it's a lot.
Flawless.
Yeah. Well, I found my notebook, which I'm happy about, but my notes are like very messy. So, yeah, I didn't make a note where we like left them to be cared for or anything. But we would have taken them back to the stable, right?
Yeah.
I think you did. And don't worry, like at one point, I think I was keeping notes in 4 different notebooks and not really paying attention to which order the notes were kept. With a natural 20, Lee, you get to choose Freedom or Miracle, and you get to assign the other one to another party member.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Who would you assign to ride one of these other horses?
Yeah, I can't remember which one looks like what. I know there's one with like a black with like a white diamond.
Oh, well, Ankita might remember.
And then there's one with
Freedom and Miracle look like?
No, sorry.
Oh, good. I think Freedom was the grey speckle because it reminded me of clouds. So I'm gonna keep Freedom with the grey speckle, and then Miracle can be bestowed upon. All right, who wants to do some tricks for me?
You could make them roll for it if you wanted, or you could just decide based on Lee's feelings about the rest of your party members in the members of the convenience of the alliance of convenience.
I mean, I've always got a soft spot for it, so I think I'll give it. And I walk up with Miracle, and I got it. Hey, kid. I know your legs are pretty short, so here's a ride. She loves carrots. Yeah.
You. I would normally be so offended by that comment about being short, but I love this horse, and then I skip around it 5 times.
That's really cute. And also, for anyone who's just listening audio-wise, Dilys did that Miss Universe thing of just like both hands to the mouth, huge, like, oh, me? Wow, I get crowned with this horse? That's amazing.
Good piece.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Rain, so what I'm imagining is the equivalent of if modern day Rain had slept with Rita and Chester would throw you his car keys. And so in fantasy Dumplings campaign, what he does is he throws you a massive iron key and says,
Fuck. So funny.
I bet he does. Yeah.
Go to the,
yeah, he does.
And he yells out to Rain, being like, brother, your performance last night was impeccable. Take our rides.
But we already did.
And thank you for your ride, Chester. If you know what I mean. I'll never forget you, boss. I'll write.
And Yeah, so that's only 2 horses. And basically, I'm going to say that who would you most be willing to share a horse with? Or do you?
Backbone.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
That's right? Like now everyone has a horse. If
Like we're all sharing horses.
no, so it'd be Backbone and on one horse together.
On what's the name of the horse again?
Miracle.
Miracle. Okay.
Oh no, and then
there's just
Lee. Yeah. Lee has one. Oh, Rain has Dolores.
Rain is Dolores. Lee has Freedom.
Yeah, and so basically you have 2 more horses by the names of Hermes and Clancy.
Hermes.
I did Hermes.
Did you? I didn't hear it.
Because Zoom is stupid and it doesn't shut.
You were muted.
Oh, I literally put my finger on the space bar as soon as Ben said that.
Okay, can you guys just roll for it? It's just a horse.
It's not. It's more than just a horse.
Turned into cat food.
It's a companion. Friend.
It's like a Toyota versus a BMW.
They're both just cars, man. Like they'll get you.
Are they?
They're living creatures.
Wait, do we get a modifier or is it just base?
Just a.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
just a base
go,
roll.
Jen. What did you get?
This is probably going to be the most suspenseful roll of the. I think you're still muted if you said anything.
You're still muted, bro.
What did you say, Jen?
Oh, my phone froze, so I had to close it open. 7. So that's not great.
17. That means God of Speed.
Oh my god.
So, Balasar being more dexterous, when I'm going to say that you guys go to the stables, he jumps on the one that is Hermes, and Zie Ling, you're left with Clancy. And
what's wrong with Clancy?
They just don't like the name Mustaq.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
That's
String BMW.
And so they're both dark brown horses with dark brown manes. The difference is that Clancy has a white snout and Hermes has white socks on all 4 legs. And the whole party is horseback.
Wait, which one is Balasar's? And which one is
Balasar's is Hermes that has the white socks, and Zie Ling's horse is Clancy that has the white snout. I hope I'm saying that right. Like, I feel like
socks.
I should Google
I feel like they don't have
space.
snouts.
Like, that part of above the nose.
No, it makes sense.
Oh.
The socks part.
Sweet. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
We got our wheels. I mean, rumps. We got our rumps.
We got our rumps, baby.
Oh, so I think maybe it's a white forehead. I just did a Google and that's what it says, the part of the horses. So, yeah.
Because snout is not.
Yeah, when it's a long hair.
Yeah, like above the nose. From the nose to the forehead.
Oh, that whole bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Who knows?
And
Horse anatomy 101.
Oh, hey, kitty.
So which cat is this, Jen?
This
I
is
haven't seen your cats in
Axel.
such a long time.
It's Axel. He's
Oh man, I haven't even met Axel.
half
Oh
tabby.
my god.
So Jen's showing off her massive cat who's got quite a belly.
It's the fur.
Oh, sorry, it's just fur.
So fluffy.
It was meowing at the door, so I thought I'd let him in.
Aw.
No.
Who in the party takes point?
Julie.
Takes what?
Points. So you,
What was that?
yeah, like, do you want to go like, I mean, how do you want to organize your party moving forward?
I just want to be. I want Lee to be next to Rain because I'm gonna keep like turning my head and just like making eyebrows at her. Like, well. I'm not saying anything. I'm just giving the
And
eye.
Rain is like,
Oh, yeah, eyebrows at
a
him. Eyebrows at him.
gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. Just shrugs like coquettishly.
Yeah. What about you being coy? It's like teasing, but also quite proud.
Oh, Rain is like secretly quite pleased that Lee thinks he's cool because he thinks Lee is really cool.
Where can I go where this isn't on my peripherals?
I'm gonna say you're either right at the front or right at the back, Balasar.
I would go right in front.
Okay, cool. So Balasar's in points.
No, I said me.
Oh.
Thank you.
I know.
First,
You
I said
took-
straight
How wide is
away.
the lane? How wide is the lane? Is this a 1-horse lane?
Yeah,
Is this a 2-horse lane?
Taking the shit.
And Julie and Balasar be like fighting for the
Yeah,
lead.
totally. This is definitely what's happening. And sorry, I missed that, Jen. I think maybe your mic was off, or I just wasn't there.
Oh.
So Zie Ling and
Hit us over this
Balasar
time.
are sniping in the front. I'm thinking that most likely that means that Lee and Rain are possibly in the middle, and
Okay.
Backbone and Ita at the end.
Either or.
Yeah. Cool. What would the party be talking about to make time pass, or would it just be like a whole lot of silence?
I'd be
Yeah,
talking.
I'll be very tired.
Be like, okay, Backbone, why are you so
Who is that?
tired?
That
Oh,
was
because I
Jeff.
was up the whole night writing a play, and there was a lot of noise around, so I couldn't really concentrate much. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
And the
you were a
other
writer.
ones,
What's
I'm
your
trying
play
to
about?
be. It's about nothing at the moment, so I'm
Like,
hoping to keep it that way. Yeah.
so the theme is nothingness.
Yeah.
Perchance, is this
Ah.
play for the theater?
Well, we don't know.
Theatre!
Could be in some piece of oratory. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you should read it out to us one day when you're ready.
One day
if you're ready.
when it's done. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Backbone, can you roll me a performance check?
Oh God, not now. Okay. No.
Yeah, come on, Backbone, give us
Shit, I've got terrible.
a bit
I've got
from
three.
it, you know?
You rolled a 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horrible.
So
Hang on.
I'm going to say that you really don't want to read it out because
Not yet. No.
at the moment
It's
you
just a few-
know it's
yeah.
bad.
Yes.
It's like you went to watch a play, and then this is the first script you've ever like sat down to write, and it is
Nah.
you know right now it's not good.
I'm gonna be a dick
Yeah.
about it. I'm gonna pester him. God, come on, Backbone. You know,
Oh yeah.
there's a
keep
little
going.
known fact about me. I'm quite the connoisseur of literature.
More so the fact that I
absolutely
wouldn't want to talk
ravenous
to you
about
about it yet. Yeah. No, later.
Oh, come on.
When the time is
what do
right.
I have
No?
to do to convince you?
Nothing.
Man, Backbone,
Can we
real
keep
Have nothing to
blue
offer
balling
you.
me. Blue balling me right now.
And what? Hey, Mustaq, what would it look like when Backbone feels embarrassed?
His horns will slightly lighter. Does that work?
Oh
Can I do
yeah,
that?
sure. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that. This is
Yeah.
it's all fantasy, man. Like you could tell me anything, and I'd be like, yeah, that's probably what happens. So
It's
anyone,
slightly fluorescent. Yeah.
everyone can make a perception check. Rain at advantage.
Yes.
What's
It's daytime, it's the morning air.
Perception check.
Yeah, but not back.
Not me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Not me, yeah?
Yeah, not you, Mustaq.
13.
7.
Zie Ling?
A net 20, bitch.
Okay.
Damn,
Okay.
I got a 7.
And it? Okay.
10.
So at some point, Zie Ling, you turn around. Maybe Lucifer kind of like taps you on the shoulder, and then you turn around and you see that Backbone's horns that kind of look like antlers are noticeably, they've kind of gone from like a medium chestnutty color to like really light brown. And you have this moment of like, huh, that's weird. But also like his face is definitely showing what looks to be like maybe blushing, or like he looks like fevered, like he looks uncomfortable.
Good to know.
Balasar, please roll me a D100.
D7.
57.
Hmm.
Thank you. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So you're all on the way to Tarsus. This is a road that you've traveled before. It's not super familiar, but it's enough that you'll recognize that you're heading the way you should. And you all consume some rations on your way to just while you're traveling. Please mark off one helping of rations at some points. And
oh man, I'm out of rations.
But can't you forage? Aren't you a forager?
Yeah, I can. Can I just say I forage?
Sure. And so we'll just ask, like, what does Lee find while foraging? So every now and then, like, Lee goes off the path, finds something, comes back onto the path. What does Lee find to eat?
I want to stay on the move, so I just find some random fruits and berries and just like small, like snack size things that I can pass out to everyone.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
About noon, when the sun is in the highest and you're all starting to be a lot warmer, there's even a point where some of you are starting to break a sweat just from being in the sun. There is you encounter a single person pulling apart a cart similar to like a rickshaw type thing, where they're the person that's pulling it behind them. And you can see bold lettering on the sides and the back that all say Raven's Foods. It seems to be pulled in the front by a very burly, muscular Asimar woman who actually has like a bit of a halo that's translucent, just kind of lopsided off the top of her head. She's got long black hair, a very like stony features, doesn't really smile very much. Clear eyes, so it kind of looks like she doesn't have pupils, so to a passerby she would look like she's blind, but she seems to be able to see no problem. And she's just pulling this cart along with her. And I'm going to say that you guys pass her, and as you're passing her, she kind of waves to you all and goes, hail all of you. There's no one else on the track right now. Would you care to maybe engage in some trade, engage in some maybe if we can swap some wares. Hi, Kelvin Sang.
Hey, Calvin Sang.
No, saying hey. He just came back from a shoot. So.
Hi, Kelvin Sang.
Hi.
That's Eyes and Ears CEO Kelvin Sang.
Hey, Kelvin.
They all said hi. They all said hi.
I
And then they
can't
called
hear
you
you
Eyes
guys.
and Ears.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Going to get.
no, you need to pay if you want brand place.
Sponsored by Eyes and Ears. Write me into the story bin.
God damn it. I'm mute.
And so this large, stony-looking woman with clear eyes and long black hair, with this interesting halo type effect that seems to appear above her head. It almost seems like it's lopsided, and you have to kind of look really closely to see that it's not actually touching her head. Otherwise, you think it's just like a weird cowlick, like a massive amount of hair that seems to be sprayed, so it's sticking up. And then you realize, no, it's actually a halo. It's the same color as her hair, which is why it seems a bit weird to look at.
It's a really weird halo. Hail sister.
Hey,
though.
I'd
I'd be keen to look at some wares. Yeah.
How much? What do you want for that hat of yours?
And ooh,
I can't see well. It's daytime.
roll me. Yeah, that's a good point. Roll me a charisma check, Lee.
All right.
Hey, Ben, what was the bold lettering again? Raven's Food, is it?
Raven's Foods.
Foods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, +4, you say? That means it's a 16.
16. So Raven laughs and she goes, "Ha ha! You're funny. You're funny, elf. Funny." And then she just, "I deal in exotic meats and spices, and if you look like an adventuring lot, I'm sure that you have come across some, at least maybe you would want to buy some foods off me if you don't have meats and spices yourselves to trade. I have..." Well, what are you looking for? Are you looking for anything in particular that you might be interested in
Well, are you saying you have exotic meats? Would you care to trade a pickled kangaroo head?
Ooh. Oh, that's great. Okay.
For any books you might have, perhaps, of the smutty nature?
Raven
Spicy book?
Raven definitely goes into this moment of like laughing because she doesn't know what to say with such an interesting first up offer. And she goes, no smutty books here. Sorry, brother. But that pickled kenku head you have, that's of interest. That's of interest for sure. How much would you ask for it?
Oh, this kenku nearly murdered me. So I think it's, worth a lot. So maybe like a couple of gold?
Oh, a couple of gold. Yes. Roll me a
He
perception.
whispers to Rain.
I don't know what I think. What?
Go higher.
Like 10? 20?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not even really into this, but it's not much.
10 gold.
Nice.
And Raven goes, "Oh yes, but surely you said it almost killed you. It clearly did not kill you. So I would say 8 gold."
How about 9? I'll settle for 9.
Roll me a persuasion check.
All right.
And the meantime, everyone's just kind of standing around this burly Asma woman and Rain. And Rain's like holding up this this glass jar with a pickled kenku head inside it.
I rolled a 16.
A 16, that's pretty good. First, can you describe the kenku head in this?
Sure. So it's in a big jar. It's got really thick glass that sort of magnifies what's on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And the kenku head, it's got the big eyes and the beak like pushed right up against the glass. It looks like big, round, and bulbous. And the feathers are like sleek and black. And it's a very clean sever, may I say, because I'm a monk and I, have some butchering skills. Clean cut, maybe the bones sticking out, the vertebra.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sort of coiled at the bottom. And, the pickling liquid has a slight, let's say, pinkish tint to it. And it looks quite appetizing, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
If you say so. The moment you said pink liquid, I'm a little bit like, oh.
Is it too bloody? Okay, let's say clear. No, what do you, I'll go with pink. Why not?
For anyone who remembers the Antonio Banderas, I think, Mask of Zorro movie, there was like a pickled head in that as well. And so that's totally what I was imagining, except with a bird face.
Nice.
Yeah, but with that roll, Raven nods like very solemnly and goes, yes, I see what you mean. This is clearly something that is of value. I am sure that I can find clients who would pay happily for this. I'm sure I could sell it as a delicacy. Thank you.
I'm sure
and she reaches into a pouch, hands over 9 gold, takes the jar from you and puts it into her cart. She pushes aside a curtain and you can see into this cart. There's a very tiny sleeping space, especially for someone her size. And the rest of it is just like heaps of tiny bottles and pouches and little wrapped up with string. They look like maybe soap sized, and there's a whole lot of like sausages and wrapped in cured meats at the bottom. It's almost like there's 2 rungs.
Did you say soap?
Roll me a perception check, Rain. At advantage, because right now you're the closest one.
With my advantage, I got 18.
Cool. And so you can tell that there's definitely a lot of soap here. And it seems to be like there's 2 sections of the back of this cart where Raven has clearly put aside animal fats and fats that she has slowly converted into soap.
How much you want for those soaps?
How many are you asking for?
I'm just checking my inventory to see how much soap I have at the moment. 5. I want 5.
You want 5? I mean, do you have any coin that isn't gold, right?
Yeah, I got silver and I got copper.
Cool. So, I mean, I'm going to say like she's like, 5 of these? I mean, these are all like sage and rosemary type soaps. So sure, like give me 10 copper for 5.
Sweet. Done. Thank you.
And she has this moment where she kind of looks all of you up and down, and she especially looks at Balasar and Zie Ling and looks like, oh, I mean, I don't usually ask this about people's weapons, but you with the blue sword and you with that big staff, those look very interesting. Are they up for sale? Like, have you?
No.
That's all you say?
Counter offer. Do you have? I have an owlbear hide, a section of owlbear hide, And I was wondering if you have any magical spices.
And then she leans forward, very interested in this blue dragonborn, and goes, "Oh, I like your hat. I like the cut of your jib." Oh, her voice has changed so much. "I like your hat. I like the cut of your jib." "What kind of magical spices are you looking for, Bluey?"
Okay. What are all the magical spices, and I'll decide from there.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh. 4.
4. Okay, cool. So what she says is like, I do have to say I'm a little bit short of magical spices, but I have been known to create a couple of potions here and there. Some of them are, just add water type things where if you. So she holds up like a sachet of powder and says, "I've managed to make some powdered magical potions. If you're interested, are you looking for anything in particular, Dragonborn?"
Do these potions give you like a buff of some sort? They increase your offense or something. I don't know.
Oh, specifically only for fighting. Is that what you're looking for?
Sure.
Okay. The main one I can think of, and she holds up one packet that's particularly bigger than the others.
Mm.
And she says, "So this one, it gives you giant strength. So it's a matter of you pour it into a water skin. You have to drink the whole thing. And then for the next hour, you have the strength of a giant."
Sold. Yeah, take my section of owlbear hide.
Roll me a persuasion check, because I'm not sure what the financial balance is here, like the economical value of both. So I'm just going to see I'm sure that the potion would be more valuable than the hide, but if you roll well, you might get it.
I might get it. Oh
yeah.
Okay, I've got this. Let's use my. Actually, no. Let's just roll.
Yeah.
Roll. Oh. It's Was it persuasion? Was it?
Did I say persuasion? Does anyone even remember? I suddenly don't remember what I.
Yeah, you said persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion. Thank you, Jess.
That was a 9.
A 9, and she laughs and she goes, "No. I'll you throw in at least 5 gold, and then we have a deal." And she just looks at you poker faced.
How about I chuck in a pair of minotaur horns that I slayed myself?
You see her eyes widen and her mouth drop, and she goes, "Yes."
Oh, that was pretty quick. What else can I get?
Roll me an insight or arcana check, Balasar.
Definitely not arcana. I'll go insight.
Okay.
Yeah. 21.
Interesting, because that's exactly so. You know that with this powdered giant strength potion, that is the same number that your strength would go up to for 1 hour.
21?
Yeah.
Like modifier plus 21?
No, not plus 21.
Oh. Wait. Oh, like not the modifier, just the base.
Yeah.
Like 21. Wait, then what would I get any modifiers from that or no?
Well, what's your current modifier?
0.
Yeah, so it would go to a 21 and then be a plus 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yes to the extra stuff or no?
Ooh.
Because it seems the Minotaur horn's on its own. Why do I have to give the owlbear skin too?
And she kind of like, you see this internal struggle across her face. It ripples like from her forehead down to her nose to her mouth, and she's like, you see like her mouth kind of goes in different directions, and she's struggling to hold it
no
in.
poker face there.
I'll give you a greater healing potion as well. This one's just a normal potion. It's not even powdered, so you can just chug it, and it will.
Because I already have a regular healing potion. What does a greater healing potion do?
So a normal healing potion is 2d4 plus 2 HP. A greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4 HP.
Ah, okay, cool. Makes sense to me. Yeah, you can have it.
Cool. So right in your inventory, a potion of greater healing, and put in there powdered potion of giant strength, and I'll send you the details in a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask? I have some owlbear talons and owlbear feathers. So instead of the 10 copper for the soap, would she take either some feathers or some talons?
I'm not even going to make you roll. Off the top of your head, you know that the feathers and the talons are more valuable than the copper.
Really? Wow. Okay. I'll hold on to this.
But Raven then turns to look at Zie Ling and goes, "So, you look like a unique individual with a stony expression and a rocky build. What's the story about with your staff? Would you ever sell it?"
It's worth more than your life.
Nice.
Roll me an intimidation check.
It keeps freezing on the Google Dice and it just won't let me roll.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
What did you roll?
I got a nat 20 and I have +6 of intimidation.
Nice.
Okay, so with that incredible 26 roll, plus it's a natural 20, so it's an automatic success, Raven clamps up, and you see her like drop the curtain from behind her, and she goes, I am so sorry. I did not mean to offend. I do value my life a lot, and I can see that I have caused offense here. And she just goes, she scans the group, and kind of while looking at Zie Ling, you can kind of tell that she's kind of pushing these words out at Backbone, and it's looking for some form of protection here. And she goes, please do not hurt me. I would be very willing to give up something for my life. Please do not hurt me. And then she just kind of like pleading in the direction of Backbone and it.
I don't hurt anyone who doesn't deserve it. But I am not selling my stuff.
Okay. So with that, you see her break into this crazy sweat of like, and she's muttering under her breath, like, "Oh, I probably don't deserve it. I probably don't deserve it, but okay. Thank you." And she's like not breathing, just like stepping back. I mean, like, I was going to ask if you all perhaps wanted to sit by the roadside and eat together, but I will take my leave. And she just pulls over to the side of the road because she's now terrified of Zie Ling.
I want to run over to the lady and like tap her on the shoulder.
Yep.
because I haven't bought anything, and I want to ask her if she has any plant jerky. Plant jerky.
Ooh, that's a great question. Cool. So, do you jump off the horse, or are you talking from the horse?
Yeah, I jump off the horse and I run straight to the lady who's terrified, and I go, "Hey, lady, do you have any plant jerky?"
And she looks over at the party, and her eyes like just stay on Zie Ling. Does Zie Ling react in any way?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a no.
There's no reaction?
Wait, what? Was that for me?
Yeah, is there any reaction from Zie Ling?
Oh, no, I stay back.
Okay, cool. And you see she reaches into like her coats and into a bag and pulls out like 3 handfuls of what looks like homemade. What's a good plant to eat? Spinach jerky? That sounds weird, but sure, it's spinach jerky.
Oh, aubergine.
Oh, yeah. It's spinach and aubergine jerky. So you have like 3 extra rations now, and she feels like she's doing this so that she can avoid getting beaten up by some ruffians.
Wow, my favorite. Thank you.
Yeah, and I guess that's it. Like she pulls over to the side, the rest of the party continues on. You stay on the road, and there's some trees, but it's on one side it's a lot more just grassy plains, and around when you can like hours later when dusk is approaching, you can look off into the distance and you can see quite far away there's what looks to be a herd of gazelle, and there's a moment where out of the trees suddenly like 4 lionesses just spew out of the tree line, and they swarm like 2 of the gazelles and they drag them back into the trees, and the rest of the gazelle herd just like runs away from them and actually towards the party. And everyone, it goes from like, wow, that's nature that's just nature being nature, to like, oh shit, we need to not get hit by these gazelle. Can everyone please roll me a dexterity saving throw? Nice.
15.
Nice.
14.
Nice.
17.
13.
Okay, Rain, all you.
Say it again.
Oh, you're very soft suddenly, Ankita, sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like
14. Cool. So everyone is able to maneuver their horses in ways where you avoid getting hit. Like the horses avoid getting hits, and even from the leaping gazelle, you don't get knocked off a horse, because some of them are like just straight up jumping over horses. They looked like normal gazelle in the distance. When they get closer, you realize that some of these are big enough to jump over you on the horse.
ooh.
A very big gazelle with very strong legs.
Can I say that a gazelle jumps over Lee, and I like, in a free willy moment, I like touch its underbelly when it goes fast. I just like caress its underbelly.
Sure. Roll me an animal handling check.
All right. Oh no. That'll be a 12.
A 12? Okay. When it feels you touch its undercarriage, it mid-air tries to kick at you, and it just misses your face, and there's a moment like, oof, that was close.
Ooh.
But, you know, you're Lee Dragonblood, and because the light's fading, you see better. So it's not so much that you duck it; it's just so that you know to keep completely still, so it misses you.
Nice.
And eventually, you get to the point where your horses are tired for the night, and you will have to, make camp. You can do so in sight of the road, or out of sight from the road. What would the party choose to do?
Out of
Where
sight.
are we?
So you are on the road on the way to Tarsus. It's roughly a 4-day travel.
I mean, it'd be nice to be just a little bit off the road if there's like a couple of trees around.
Yeah, I would say out of sight.
Okay.
Cool. And there is, there's, aside from Raven and her carts, which you left in the distance, you haven't seen anyone else on the road today. It's been surprisingly empty, even though you know this is like the main road of travel on the Diamond Isle.
Maybe it's lockdown.
So the party met camp just off the road.
Yeah.
Cool. How would you guys want to do watch? Would it be a case of 2 by 2 or one at a time?
Well, it's 8 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to worry too much about the mechanics of it.
All right. Don't mind.
Does anyone have a preference?
No preference.
Can I say I just go off? I don't do the first watch because I go off and oh no, wait, can I say before watch I've gone and cooked dinner?
Sure.
I got a couple of pheasants. Got a couple of human pheasants.
You're not a peasant plucker. You're a peasant plucker's son.
Elf.
Yeah, peasant plucker's elf. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah. So in that case, then because of Lee's foraging, no one has to cross off a ration. But does anybody care if you do watch 2 by 2 or one at a time?
No. Okay.
Okay, so can you amongst yourselves decide who would go, or in what order people would go?
I want to go first.
Cool.
I'll go next.
Cool. So that's Zie Ling, then Backbone,
Yeah, I'll go.
I'll go after Balasar.
then Balasar, then It,
I'll go after it.
then Lee, and I guess Rain last. Cool. Can everyone please roll me a... Let's make it a D8.
A D8.
Yeah. So the 8 is the one that looks like a diamond.
Can I just say that I go up a tree?
Sure. You can definitely go up a tree.
Cool.
I got
Can I
a 4.
stay there and like sleep there for the night as well?
Yeah, sure. It's interesting because I feel like Balasar has a similar, like Zie Ling and Balasar are quite similar in that sense. Did Nicholas roll a 1? Cool.
4.
Roll a 1.
Oh, interesting. So you rolled the highest. Okay. Okay, that's great. So it's during your watch. You see there's a moment where you're able to just kind of like look over the grassy plains and you see some constellations in the sky. And you see in the far distance, there's a large body of water, and you can kind of see that the stars are reflected in this body of water. It's like there's a mirror on the ground. And it's really beautiful. And you just feel, man, sometimes nature is really awesome. Can you please roll me a perception check? But can you also tell me what? Oh, actually, I have your passive perception written down. Yeah, roll me a perception check, please.
I have 14 plus 4, so that's 18.
Jeez, amazing. Okay. With that, there's a moment where you hear two very specific bird calls. I can't do bird calls very well, but I imagine it kind of sounds something like doo, doo. And you haven't heard them at all the rest of the night. And there's a moment where you just kind of look over, like, why did that stick out? And you hear something shift in the trees nearby. And with that roll, you hear what definitely sounds like a shh, be quiet.
I turn into a giant badger.
Yeah.
It turns into a giant badger. And what do you do as a giant badger?
I sniff because I have good smell and I also have dark vision. So I'm like going.
That's great. Please roll me a perception check at advantage.
I got a natural 20 plus 4.
Amazing. A natural 20 plus 4. Okay, this is... Oof, yikes. Okay. This is definitely an ambush or an attempt at an ambush. And with a natural 20, you can easily sniff out that there are at least 6 individuals nearby and you can smell them because you can smell like old sweats. You can smell like a hint of tobacco and some old food that probably wasn't cooked very well. And with another sniff, you can suddenly smell like steel, as you can tell that they definitely have unsheathed blades. And there's also a moment where you hear, instead of seeing, you hear someone pulling a bow and the creaking of the wood, and it's pointed towards you. And with that roll, you can hear them as they let go and the arrows whistling in your direction. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh,
What?
Cool. So we will come back in, how's everyone feeling? 5 or 10 minutes?
don't mind.
In 5 minutes?
7.
Exactly 7.5 minutes. We will be back to continue. My normal sign off is, in case you haven't heard it from anyone else today, have you eaten yet? With love from us to you. Yeah, and we'll be right back.